Hello everybody, and welcome back to Erannorth. We're going to play some more Cat Witch tonight, and we're going to see where this will bring us. So, I'm not quite sure if I'll survive today. Last two streams I was getting myself on my feet because we're playing here on Pariah difficulty, so no cities allowing me, and we're pretty... well, we're pretty low on learning points or level up points constantly, and the whole adventure is harder, and I appreciate that. So what do we do next? I want to see if I cannot spend some of my perk points, but I don't think that was a thing. So, somehow remember that I wanted to have something better there. Some more perk points. Okay, I also decided the last time that it's now about time to go for the one-shot challenges. Let's see, we're going to order them by normal difficulty. So Durakal Oasis, it says, is the next best place. Attempt on your life. Well, I'm not sure if I really want to go there. Let's go for Herman's Rest for a warm-up round. Because I'm a little bit afraid that I might blow myself up if I go now into a full-fledged combat without some re-experience of my deck. So while I'm clearing out this thing, I want to mention that there is in the description box a plenitude of links. So if you want to watch the entire playlist, there's a link. If you missed the stream and you want to catch it live, there's a link for Twitter and Discord, or you do the subscription and the bell thing, and you get notified when that happens. Also, there's links for PayPal, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee. And as a full-time content creator, I can use all the help that I can get, and I'd be super happy if you check them out. Thanks for all your support so far, and let's enjoy the game. Well then, this is a pretty simple, straightforward combat. I now remember that my strategy was relying a lot around bewitching and weakening the enemies. I got a big fat spider that's by now on a level of 22. We don't plan to stop anywhere near that. And let's see, Scourge. Let's start whacking. Alright, so this guy's not on Ghoul's Bite anymore. That's what matters. I just don't want any Ghoul's Bites on me. Ghoul's Bite sucks. So, I got a Greater Stun open. Well, let's see. Can I get rid of that fella? Yeah, wonderful. So, well, these dudes are absolutely resistant against bleed. Well, that's not a big surprise. But weakening is, well, I can't weaken that guy. At least something. Let's smack that guy, or at least try to. And let's have some fun with these. Well, one enemy down in the first turn. I think that's a great place to be at. What's Rage? Deals extra damage. Alright. Nothing too unexpected. So let's start with the Spider's Web. And let's see. Coven Witch. It's a new card.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
You do you. Now then, I want to slap a stun on that ghoul, so we can buy ourselves some time. This guy here will be weakened, or at least I tried to. My action points are running extremely low. That's why I'm a little bit more pondering here. So 5 points of defense available. What was the... So Omen and Bind. Well, I don't really have any action points for Omen or Bind, so we might attack. Well, let's do that. Draw a card. Didn't really change anything. Oh, what do I do? Bleeding. Bleeding on skeletons. Alright, I deserve the pain. Okay, so I didn't kill anybody in the last turn. That sucks.
Do you hear the voices too?
Oh, sadly, I do have only 2 slots for summons. Dang it. Somehow. Didn't pay attention to that. Are you kidding me? Die already. So, Bewitch is working on these. Well, that's a piece of good news. So, let's go for that. We'll die from negative status. Wonderful. And we're going to use the spider here. That's okay. Goodbye. Good. The difficulty here is really something else. I was playing some regular difficulty, Conquest, off-camera a bit. And, you know, this is an easy dungeon, so to say. The enemy here is only level 3 to 4, and I feel like I'm really struggling. Okay, so, well, we're going to bring up some burn damage. 2 people want to bite me. I disapprove. Shapeshift never hurts. Oh yeah, some Sixth Sense, not bad. Alright, I got 2 disables available, so let's start with that. Alright, the ghouls are bewitched. That's a pretty good start. Oh, a stun for the backliner. Hey, El Azel, welcome. Happy to see you, man. So, I didn't bring up the spider's web in time, but that doesn't matter. I just activate the spider every turn if I can, because that just gives it XP, and XP is extremely important for your familiar. Okay, so patch wounds. Let's patch up our cutesy little spider friend. And let's see, I got a channel ether, so let's use that. Vulnerability sadly doesn't work against undead. That's why fighting undead is always a very, very unfavorable thing. Oh yeah, stillness. Extra AP, wonderful. So, ineffective whacking. All I can do. Luckily, the bewitched dudes are dealing damage to each other. It's a good thing. Another channel ether. Ugh. 17 armor. Are you kidding me? So bleed won't work on these guys either. Oh well. Oh, I made the skeleton bleed. I'm impressed of me now. You guys should be too. Well, yeah. Pounce. Do I need something else here? I don't think so. Let's just discard these. So we do some effect there. I love cards that have an effect when you discard them. I really do. So, Time Rift. Restore 3 AP Quick Draw. What's Quick Draw? Discard your current and draw your active main and offhand equipment. Oh, I see. That gives you another activation of your gear. Well, I gotta say, 3 action points for free. I'm sold. I just realized that the Plague Doctor sucks. Sorry to say that outright like that, but he's just not a good fit for my build. The witch that I got is a lot better, and let's stick to that gun, I'd say. I also feel like Astral Lash. It's just not enough, you know. Vulnerable 4 and 4 intense damage doesn't have enough impact for a slot in my deck at this point. I need stronger things. Like, Weakening Touch would be already a better choice, and I didn't take that because I didn't like it. So let's see. Is there anything else? Astral Web, I would love to have that, but I cannot use it yet. Covenant is also not available. So, well, I'll add in another Nausea. Disables are just so darn important. Let's go for that. So... Oh yeah, I start every turn with Bewitch. I forgot about that. Very important to keep that in my mind. My first activity, or my first action each turn, applies Bewitch. Good. So... There we go. Patch wounds? Yeah, let's heal up the spider. Why not? So, what's that? Just a moment before the reinforcements hit town, I think. And now, let's go off to the boss fight. Flesh Devourers are immune against weakening, or resistant against weakening, but not against bewitching, so let's start with that. We're going to go for, let's see there, bewitch this, bewitch that. So, these guys are now my minions. I do like that part of the witch strategy there. Strain -3. I like that. Effigy of Pain. I want to hurt that guy. That spider is big boy. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I'm grooming her since a while now. So let's see, there's an insanely high resistance against bewitching, so I'm going to discard the induce hypnosis. It's just not feasible at this point, you know? Let's see, weakness, I still had a chance of 15%, so I wanted to try. But still, you know. The good stuff is that the bosses are fighting against themselves. Alright, this guy is now on counterattack. Counterattack is really freaking annoying. So let's see, that doesn't trigger counterattack, but he resists everything, so... And it will trigger the counterattack too. Sucks. Well, let's see what we can do about that. Weakening won't work against that guy either, so the only option I do see is to rack up a crap ton of defense, and, well... Sucks that this guy is really resilient against all of my tricks. Everything in my book. Stun, Bewitch, Vulnerable, and Weaken. And even Venom. There's really nothing on my option list that really does work reliably against that dude. That pisses me off a bit. Stupid undead. Everybody hates undead for that reason. But it ain't that horrible. We're going to get through this. 25% chance to resist stun, and he does that twice. Freaking cheater. Okay, well,
I shall fight for you with my spells.
let's see. Bind is a free bewitch spell. And Omen, well, it's not really useful either. Anyways, so, well, I have enough defend to last through this guy. So he just took a whack from his fellas, and he's not even attacking anymore. Good boy. That's what I like to see. So shapeshift for the pounces, do like that. More bewitch on the frontliner, do like that too. We're just going to add up on that in a moment. So, oh yeah, channel ether. Oh, come on, you. Can't you just go down, please? Thank you. So healing up the witch, because why not? So I got an extra bewitch there, so... Man. They're so boring. Okay, so we got only one of them baddies available there. So let's start with Stillness. Regain some AP. I like that. And let's take down the frontliner. Will harm their ally or themselves. Well, I'll take the chance of him taking himself out. You know, there's no need to pound on a problem that wants to resolve itself. You know. There we go. And let's see, reinforcements. No. I expected that. Took me so long to resolve that fight. This witch deck is pretty slow. I think that multi-strike and weave doesn't trigger it if target is not targeted. Well, the multi-strike and weave are a little bit annoying because they tend to hit always the frontmost target, but there is a solution. You can always arrange the enemies to your liking. But multi-strike and weave always will trigger at the frontmost target. That's just how it works. That must be why. Okay, we're going to bewitch that dude. We're going to use him. You know, he's my blood flesh devourer. You know, he's basically not an enemy. He's never been an enemy. He's just a tool for my schemes. I like that. So Ghoul's down, and we're hopefully going to be able to take down these suckers as good as possible there. Well, let's give him a stun there. Why not? Hey, lots of damage, dude. Like that. So, here we go. And this guy, well, let's... He took care of himself. I like problems that just work out like that, eh? So, this didn't feel like an easy dungeon to me. Find that very, very troubling. So, Crowbeak Talisman. I don't like Doom. I tried Doom. Didn't really fit well into my game plan. Locust ain't too interesting either. I'm just going to pick up now stuff that I don't need. It sucks a bit to do so, I know, but at the same time, I can sell it one day if I'll ever be allowed in any city. Who knows? So, Spiritual Awakening, Astral Affinity, not interested. Plumeria Scent, oh, not interested. Natural Armor, well, ish. Lightning Reflexes.
Die Katze für dir, damit die den Kekse nicht isst.
Yo! I got a cat, so it doesn't eat the cookies. Or cat. One of the best. So, I'm going to learn the Noctum Neophyte, because that will unlock more actions out of that tree. And everything more powerful, which is reducing strain. I have abilities that do so it's not bad at all. Astral Affinity +1 and Intellect +1. It's a very, very cheap way of adding these. So target witch ally. Oh boy. Well, I need more witches, man. Let's go for the Hermetic Studies. I like the idea of that. Let's see. Complete 1 challenge. Gain 1 LP. Hooray! So I can finally learn something on level 5. I really gotta say, this game is a lot more fun when you go for a higher difficulty level. Can only recommend if it grows boring on you. Just increase the difficulty. Best choice ever. So, let's see. I can learn Astral Web if I increase my witchcraft. I think I do. Covenant, Rally Witch. Yeah, that was the Strango spell. And I got Blight Ear. Well, let's add an Astral Web. And this is vulnerability, entanglement, and amplification of astral damage. It's pretty cool because right now it doesn't look like much, but later down the road, 7 points of astral damage more, and a pretty high amount of vulnerability and entanglement. Very useful stats. Especially entanglement is really, really awesome. We're going to take out one nausea, because when you check it out, the effects are very similar, and branching out into some more entanglement helps me a lot if I encounter these very resilient enemies. So Herman's Undercroft. I really don't want to go through this area again, because local population are undead, and undead are really, really, really terrible enemies for me. Staying here at Herman's Rest is a really shitty idea, to summarize it. So let's see where we can go instead. Jarakal Oasis, Nomad, Desert Naga, Volcan, looks like exactly my my kind of enemies that I can't take down. If you think that warrior is easy, just play a higher level of difficulty. Exactly! The whole difficulty level thing of this game is wonderful. Like, seriously, it's well made. This looks terrible. They are resistant against none of my tricks. That's a good start. They have a lot of HP, man. It's a bunch of level 6 enemies. I'm scared, man. I'm really scared. Let's do this. So I have a free Bewitch on my next action, and I should use it. So here we go. Bewitch on free action, Bewitch on that. Well, that's just been a stun. Let's go for... Jeez, I hate when that happens. Well, okay. Let's take down the frontliner if possible. Spiderweb for some weakness. Or is that vulnerability? Ah, vulnerability. Vulnerability is massive. Never underestimate the power of vulnerability. So I want enfeeblement. And let's see. Oh, I got another shot on the Bewitch. Come on. Okay then. I guess that's as good as it will get. So we ate that poison damage, but it ain't that much of a big deal. Mostly because I'm regenerating anyways. So why the hell did that not bewitch anybody? Anyways, because it didn't aim on an enemy, that's why. Alright, bewitched, and let's see. I got 2 uses of patch wounds on my hand. So I'd say it's a great moment to utilize the spider a bit and chow through the defenses there. Oh, stillness, I like. So, oh yeah, another card draw. Sadly, I'm now completely out of action, so let's go for an attack. I did attack mostly because the witch would have been despawned anyways in that next turn, so might as well put her to some good use. And there she's back right away. Awesome. So, Aikishi, welcome. Plus, I already get 4 bonus LP and character creation. Yeah, that's the coolest part, you know. You get those lasting rewards. And my plan was to go for or grind up more rewards.
I shall fight for you
and let's go for that guy. And try then the highest difficulty level one day. That's been my plan, my personal plan, you know. Because I feel like on that highest difficulty level, it'll be really difficult to survive with just the starting stats. Ah, crap. Okay, he wasn't able to heal himself. Awesome. Take that. These guys are so good at resisting stuff. Why, actually? Whatever. And why am I attacking people that are going down anyways? So are these guys seriously resisting 11 points of damage each? Is that what it's saying here? Shouldn't I be able to help me out here? I mean, shouldn't it be, I don't know. Right now, I'm very confused about which way to read that stat. Anyways, maybe you guys are knowing more than me there, but... I mean, there's no vulnerability on that, dude. I mean, that would definitely explain why I feel like I keep pounding on that thing and nothing ever happens. Yeah, that must be it. It must be it. Ugh, sucks to be me, eh?
Oh no!
Oh, gosh. I hate that reinforcement system by now. Gotta say, it's one of the parts I despise about the game most. Because in this scenario, or no, different, it totally wrecks all builds that are not quick enough in terms of damage dealing, and it focuses the gameplay way too much into a direction where it is about tackling down the enemy always as quick as possible, and that's just boring, you know? It's much more interesting when you have more options, and I find that reinforcing amount of enemies just, well, I'd say it would be cool if it wouldn't be always reinforcements, you know? Where at this point, I often have the feeling as if I am working on a clock, you know? But I don't like that. I really, really don't like that. Luckily, we were able to take that down, and luckily, ambushes now have meaningful rewards. Thanks for that. To say something good again. Seance. Add tutelary. What's a tutelary? A dude that has to be, that requires esotericism 6. That's so not my cup of tea. Well, none of these cards will ever be too useful for me. So let's decide from the value there. But just like I thought, that thing is the most valuable pick. Yeah, but does minus 11 mean that they take more or less damage, you know? I find that somehow... You can read it both ways, you know? Minus 11 can mean you take 11 damage more or 11 damage less. I would assume it meant 11 damage less, because that's definitely how it felt. Alright, let's go for those newbie one-shot dungeons. That's how far I have fallen, you know? I just don't dare to go anything on my level at this point. So, resistance against Venom, Entangle, and Kill. Alright. Classified either? No, it ain't new. This character is level 5. It's the 3rd session that I rock with this witch here. Technically, she already died once. Alright, let's go for Clairvoyance. I don't have any disables for that dude. That bothers me. What's Earth Tremor, though? Is that something to be worried about? Malady, some damage, nothing too dramatic. Okay. Still gonna draw another card. But I'm gonna focus my fire on that guy then. Let's do some weakness there. Accept the Earth Tremor. That's a low amount of damage, no problem. Less of red, more of green. Thanks. So that guy is resilient against these damage types. Well, it does, IKT, it does. I think this does this does confuse me, because if I look at my own resistances, they are depicted as plus. You see, everything here is a plus. His resistances are a minus, and that just confuses me. And I'm not the least little bit ashamed of the fact that that this does confuse me. I feel like that's I would prefer a streamlined visualization of that.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
So, let's see. We got that guy bewitched. Let's put him on the back line so he doesn't get accidentally smacked by some AoE. Holy crap, that's a big fight. So, everything that wants to do single combat on me is something that I need to get rid of. So, Coven. What was Coven again? I keep forgetting that effect. Coven. Exhaust the first active witch. You gain Empower and Defend for each active witch you exhaust this way, and plus Fatigue per witch you couldn't exhaust. What's Empower again? Empower boosts several action effects by plus X. Alright. Okay, so this spell does produce fatigue if I use it. Alright. Good, we got rid of that guy. Let's see if we can take down the ghoul bite dudes. Incapacitated. Do I have enough action points? No, not really. Good, so we have one dude that's going to attack us. It's really not the worst. Yeah, well, that's moving the enemy around is really useful when you want to configure the auto-targeting stuff, because the auto-targeting really does misbehave quite a lot. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Crap. It's better. So, Time Rift for extra action points. Okay. So that guy is Bewitched too. Let's take down the frontmost guy. And this dude, well, do I have enough action points? Oh, come on, you! Don't just die, please. You don't have the decency to be turned over into my services. No, sorry, I can't really go further than this difficulty level, because I bet that if I'd go for the one-shot dungeons one level higher, it'll kill me. I'm pretty sure that I will be not able to go for the bigger dungeons yet. Just don't see how. So... that's a good idea, to transform my familiar into a witch as well. That would resolve the whole coven problematic a bit. Good idea, thanks. So, let's smack some bewitches around. Okay. Oh yeah, another witch available.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Let's bind that dude. So this guy wants to attack, and well, let's go for a night song. And let's see, get rid of at least one of those attackers. It's the best that comes up on my mind here. So I take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. And I think with the larger fights, I'd be really getting destroyed there. Hey, Pixel, welcome. Well, you're not that late. You're only after 30 minutes. That doesn't really count as late. At least not in my book. Okay. So I don't really feel like having the time to, oopsie, that was a stupid cast. To let them take care of each other on their own. Alright, there we go. Yay, another dungeon done. The rewards are pretty good for that level too. Hecate's Moon Talisman. Multicast 3. Wow, that's a lot. Spirit Link. Greed and Gluttony. Not my style. Oh, well, so sad. No rewards that I want to have. So, enemy levels 5 to 6. We just saw on the ambush how I can deal with enemy levels 5 to 6, so... I want to wait at least until I have another level up there. Trouble in Mornvale's Cemetery. Well, local population humans. Spirit of the Grove, enemy levels 5 to 6. What's up with Barrows Bay? Well, really far away. So, So wherever I look, it sucks to be at. Let's go for another adventure in the Jar Call Desert then. because I really feel like enemy levels 3 to 5, that's where I want to be. So, let's check out if I have any progression rewards. Complete 3 challenges. We gain 5 action points out of that. Cool stuff. It's actually pretty useful. So, let's see. Usually these schematics just give absolutely useless crap items, sadly. Really would wish for these schematics to be more useful. Athame. Well, that's a pretty good item, actually. Okay, let's go for some standard dungeon, just so we don't die. Demons are resistant against weakening, but only one type is resistant against bewitching, so... This one is resistant against bewitching, so we're going to put a turncoat on all these other dudes first. Okay. So far, so good. Pounce? Pounce. Alright, everybody's busy now. Ah, dang it. The multicast smacked the dude behind as well. Oh, my first show up of that spell. I forgot to increase witchcraft. Whoopsie. Alright. It was just a display bug. So, let's attack. Why not? Oh, yeah. Super costly spells. Kage! Welcome! Happy to see you, man. Long time no see. Now this item's more useful because you can't visit town early, yeah. 10 allies, yeah. That's so much fun when you got yourself an entire army, isn't it? I like that too. So, we're going to... So here it is noticeable that the difficulty level is a lot lower than usual, but the one-shot dungeons are a lot harder. Chaos Witch. So if you are a Chaos Witch, you get to draw a card when you play her. Intuition, Clairvoyance. Well, I can't even play that card. So... whatever, we're going to stash the witch. Well, sleeping is way more important than watching my streams, so I'm okay with that. Let's go for the attempt to bewitch somebody. Alright, never mind, dude. That Locust spell is pretty bad for the fatigue. Basically every multicast action is. Well, I'll leave it like that. If that guy wants to attack, let him attack. As a mage, it's really important to pay attention to your total amount of action points. It's super easy to burn yourself out of action points completely, but very rarely is it smart, because you don't regenerate your entire bar there again. And it really sucks when you're out of action points like that. Mimic? Oh, no Mimic, alright. Masterwork Favor of Arachne. Well, that's a item with charges. In this run, well, I don't run too many items with charges here at all, but
this is terrible.
I want to at some point. So anybody resistant against my bigger tricks? Well, this guy is immune against stuns. So let's give him a nice bewitching offer to begin with. What's that? So here, I feel like it's really showing that that I'm over-leveled for this area. Totally shows. But if I learned one thing about this game, challenge levels are always something else. And in higher difficulty levels, they obviously need to be treated with even more respect. So let's just leave it like that. Wow, this guy's resilient, man. Look at all those punches he can take. Alright, a new card. Divination. I don't want to. Limitless possibilities. Well, we'll take that for the sake of the stash, but nothing
fight
else.
For you with my spells.
So, what up here? Another Time Rift? I do like the AP restoring cards a lot. Feel the pain. Bleed. Deal damage. Deal damage. Oh yeah. Gimme. It's also a free card. It doesn't have any costs, so I like that. So, let's see. What to put out for that. This is a really, really cool spell. And upgraded, it gets even better. So, really like that one. What to swap out? Some underperformer. How about Viper Strike 1? Viper Strike's actually quite good. I don't like Bind too much. I can produce it via Bitch, and at this point I want to nudge my deck a little bit more towards hurting enemies and less about controlling enemies, because as you saw there, I have a constant tendency of not killing off my enemies quickly enough, so... Jeez, how did he block that, chick? Don't know. Don't care. Alright, we'll die. That's what I like to see. So we're already in fatigue mode. So let's take out the Gould's Bite. And that frontmost guy, well, I'll accept his attack. Maybe. Yeah, I'll do. Here, for example, I wasn't willing to pay 7 action points for that one spell. At the end of the day, only 1 point of damage seeped through. And that's basically nothing. So yeah, those guys are really not up against me. Jeez, we're totally ripping them apart. Okay. Huh. Goodbye, items. So I really hope that this place will be at least good enough for a level up. Oh, this will be a little bit more challenging. Undead are always sucky enemies for me. So they'll take extra damage from bludgeoning and light damage. Yeah, so now it does make sense. Fire damage is also what I don't like to see. Makes sense, makes sense. I probably should have went for the Time Rift. Now that I look, now that I think more closely about it, the spell's pretty cool. Giving me the ability to just use my weapons another time is pretty awesome. And I did underestimate how much of my damage by now comes from my weapons. Not again, no level up, no. Alright, Lucidity, Veil Whispers. I don't have these traits, so... Picking up these things for the sake of selling them. So I am at the verge of turning level 6, so let's try that out. Well, attempt on your life. I'm somewhat not willing to go for that one. So Spirit of the Grove looks scary too. So let's see. Let's take a long trip to Oxstead. I want to rest. You lose HP and action points per hour traveled. No, that doesn't... So...
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Sucks a bit to be completely out of rations and being completely unable to buy any rations whatsoever anywhere. But, well, there's always something, I'd say. Good-o. That's been taken care of.
Level up.
Yay! At least that was enough for the level up, man. So continue the journey. Can I continue my journey now? Or am I not rested enough? I'm fatigued. So we have to try and gather fruits again. Yay! So I have a ration now. So I can rest. Okay, 79 perk points. That's not really much. So I'll keep my extra skill point now again, as you all know. We don't know what we're going to use it for, so... Well, with level 7, do I see things differently? Trouble in Mornwale Cemetery. Tell you what, we're going to make a break here. Just looking for things that I actually can do. And level 4 to 5 looks doable, you know? Looks definitely doable. And there's ley line affinities for the stuff that I'm flinging around on this place too. Let's just hope it's not going to be all undead. Yeah, whatever. So local population doesn't really give me a good heads up about what the hell's going to be against me there. But it doesn't matter too much. We're going to bewitch the ghouls, because, you know, that's what I can do. Or at least I can try to. They are still absolutely able to resist everything, obviously. So I'm always trying to take out the dudes first that want to go for single combat, because single combat is just a key phrase of the game for attacking your minions, and that is something that I really don't like when it happens. I'm on heavy fatigue now, so we're just going to let this turn past third. Alrighty. So, first action per turn has a chance to bewitch, so we're going to bewitch the ghoul, and I just transformed him into a werecat. No. He has that bonus, though. Oh, crazy. I don't think this is supposed to work like that. So now got that slight feeling if this is not exactly the way the dev was intending the skill to work like. Alright, so, well... Let's see, can we... Oh yeah, Effigy of Pain is great. There we go. Brilliant. There we go. We're getting through that. So while with most other classes that I'm usually playing, the ghouls are the first enemies that I take down. In this scenario, it is a bit different. I actually do kill them last now. There we go. Solid win. Ugh. Yeah, I regret my choice of going here a bit. So there's not really anybody receptive for bewitching, isn't it? Nobody. Not a single dude of the crew. Well, okay then. Let's see. Tossing away all the cards that are worth nothing in this moment there. Oh yeah, feel the pain. Hey Nervous, welcome! Happy to see you, man. Long time no see. So, let's see. There's 2 attacks incoming. I want to use the entanglement of the spider to give myself a fair chance of avoiding incoming damage. Patch up the spider, good idea. Sadly, the pounce didn't hit. Or I should rather say the stun didn't connect. Alright, there is my witch still available, and wow, I was able to beat him into submission there. My witch is pretty powerful at this point. I'll eat his Frost Touch unless the entanglement stops him. Good stuff. So 40 defense on that dude. I hate when that happens. Just takes so much punching power until you're done with them. But, well, what can I say? It is worth doing so. So, well... Luckily that spider has quite some punching power by now. It's really more useful than I thought. So this guy's bleeding. Ouch! That's great. I bet that we're going to get some reinforcements in the face, because that fight's just taking too long again. So, this guy has 31 defense. Sucks to be me. Channel Ether, Sickle. Those spells deal almost no damage whatsoever. Sadly. Let's use our Witch for that.
Oh,
If
no.
you apply status effects on enemy when they have armor, do they bypass it or negate it? It bypasses the armor as far as I know. And here we have that stupid system again. No, I gotta say, I'd be a happy man the moment the reinforcement system got reworked in a meaningful way. It's just adding tedium. I feel like I won already that fight. I only eat reinforcements because those enemies happen to be quite resilient against my damage types. And that's nothing I can really change. I don't feel like I'm playing wrong or anything. It's just enemies that have a high chance of reinforcements. But I find that doubly stupid. Because, you know, I only get reinforcements because my deck ain't powerful against the enemies. That means I get doubly punished for being in an area where I already struggle. That just increases the chance of dying in an area where you already have a chance of dying. And, no, don't like that. Just flat out don't like that. So, let's spread our love here. Trying to bewitch the ghoul, as usual. Works. Wonderful. So, quick draw comes in quite handy, I think. Whoopsie. Oh, let's put the zombie back, so we don't accidentally... Oh, there's another ghoul spite open there. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh crap. I thought I noticed all of them. Ah, beautiful. Revenge, Retribution took care of that sucker. what I like to see. So let's pop stillness for some extra AP.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Well, don't want to let my spider attack another time. It's already pretty banged up, the poor thing. So, incapacitation for you. Ah, heal Viper Strike. That's just what I wanted to have. Good. Let's keep pumping out spells out of the spider. I really need to keep that spell cycle in for any level ups on the spider. Good-o, I win. So, boss fight, Marlock. He ain't resistant against Bewitching, so we're totally going to use that. So this is going to be one of those famous boss fights where the entire trip to the boss was way more deadly than the boss himself. Classy. So, just imagine undead orc with lock trap and festering wound. The dream. Not mine. There we go. That guy will die.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Alright. Let's start whacking the boss a bit. Gotta keep an eye out on my action points. So, my personal preference for the reinforcement system would be much more that the current existing enemies get a massive boost or something like that, you know? Other games that I like to play use stuff like berserk mechanics, like the enemy goes berserk if he's too long left alone. There are methods that I would see pretty cool there, but, you know... Now I'm already, again, afraid that I might be taking too long for that dude to kill him. And I would be preferring a lot that this guy would suddenly heal full again and get a little bit stronger as a punishment, or get like 50%, or, I don't know, a strong heal, a strong buff for you took too long to kill the boss. That would be pretty cool there. Manticore do something similar and adds cards into your pool. The Manticore is just a nightmare. It's one of the nastiest boss fights that I know of. Astral Wasp. Venom, Cripple. What's Cripple? Deal astral damage and weaken. Well, the good thing about this spell is it is a ranged attack. The bad thing, it's really not that powerful. Ooh, Witchfire. Yeah, that's what I want to see. We're going to put that up. I have the action points, the learning points to utilize that. Nice hat. Masterwork Ceremonial Hat. Restore AP, heal HP. Oh yeah. That's the secondary pick. Just want to check out what the quality pumpkin does. Well, what a disappointing item. The fluff items of this game, I tells you. But yeah, you're right. That hat is really cool. So, what do I wear? I got a ceremonial hat right now, so look at that. It's the upgrade I've been waiting for. Okay. No further questions asked. Yeah. Whatever we would use there, Aikichi, I feel like that reinforcement system is really annoying. Honestly, it's just annoying as hell to me. It's not fun. And however I turn it around, it doesn't turn into fun. Mornvale Mausoleum. Cool. Alright. Private chambers. I think this is a very, very fitting thing for a witch. And now I will rest in my chambers. Have a nice breakfast. Oh, I can ask for a healer here too. Awesome. Okay, so I like the idea of that witch living now in the mausoleum there. Pretty cool stuff. So let's head on over to Oakstead. Oh. So I got myself a ration. Wonderful. Hello, Oakstead. So let's go for the super easy stuff too. I don't feel the least little bit ashamed of myself, you know. Not at all. This is hard enough. I like that. Oh boy, Mimic. These are immune against Bewitch. There's a lot of enemies that are immune against Bewitch here, so might be actually not as easy as I thought. When it comes down to mimics, I have a zero tolerance policy towards mimics because they duplicate themselves, and that just makes them super annoying to deal with. Do you feel the pain? There we go. Well, because I don't need the towns too much, Aikachi. That's the big thing there. The towns in this difficulty level only sell cards up to the quality level of 5. And as you see there, quality level 5 is already dropping for me. For me, I feel like Pariah mode is a lot about learning to live entirely without cities. Although, what you're proposing is a very good idea if I wouldn't have derped it out, and I should have started way earlier with that. That's the gist of what I'm trying to say. Don't feel like it would be a smart idea to start with that now. And the rewards for those one-time dungeons are just much better, you know. They're just much better than those standard dungeons, and they are less boring. So you get, I think you might get the idea how it came to all these decisions. So the carnivorous plant is immune against bewitching. Nasty. Didn't get entangled either. Alright. Done with the mimic for now. What's Devour? Oopsie. Gambit. Unsummon. Oh boy. I don't want my my spider to get unsummoned. Leave my frickin' spider alone, you beast. Okay, so, well... I really don't like the,
I shall fight for you with my
the
spells.
idea of, losing my spider like that. You know? It would lose all the levels that I got. It's not like the spider would be gone or anything. No. It's just that, I'd be, there is a chance that I'd be, having to replay her, and then I'd be resetting her. That would be really sucky. Masterwork Ceremonial Cloak. Well, definitely going to pick that up and compare it. And beyond that, the rest of these items suck. Alright. Well, I can call a healer now to my mausoleum that I unlocked. I didn't know that either. It's a pretty new thing for me. Spiritual Awakening. Well, we're not rocking any esotericism in a larger scale, so... totally not interested. Alter Appearance. Well... Well, I want to wait until I have a couple of extra perk points there. Okay, then. So let's try out the Path of a Flame, but before I do so, let's check out the equipment there. So what kind of cloak am I wearing? The Witch's Masked Cloak. Well, so it's either a automatic Bewitch, or that thing comes with a lot of defensive stats. Well, honestly, prefer that over the other thing, because I personally think it won't be that much of a big deal for me to get that done. And I think I'm going to equip the Athame versus the over the Myrkanar Sickle, because the damage is very comparable, and that's a card draw tied to that, and I find that a lot more appealing. Okay, let's go. So I still have that card here on my hand. I cannot... Okay, good. The Gambit didn't go for unsummon. Phew. I'm relieved. So, counterattack. You are the first person to get some from me. So, or at least I try to. Oh, they're resilient against stuns, I see. And now my weapons do refill my hand automatically. It's amazing. I like that. Could be better, I think. So, them dwarves, let's see, they are... Not everybody is immune against stuns, so let's plot down a few. Oh, Channel Ether, do I still have actions? Yeah, I do. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm totally outstrained now. So one dude is still on the offense. Not really getting through my shields there. Wonderful. Oh, this guy was hurting me some, but that's okay. Companions have defense versus the thing that wants to delete them. That would be really cool if you wouldn't be if it would be not possible to accidentally get an unsummon on that, because that really feels extremely anticlimactic when your pet companion just gets unsummoned, and that's that, you know. So here goes another Bewitch. Thank you. Bewitch is such a nice sting. Oh yeah.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Start to like the Coven Witch more and more too, though. Hey, Nitro! Happy to see you, mate. Hope you're having a good one. So, yeah. Definitely consider the Athame the superior weapon of choice, simply because it's just so darn useful to have a weapon that, or to have weapons in general that have the ability to just give you new cards into your hand. It feels extremely powerful. So my weapons are a cheap source of damage for me, and then they get replaced with new options. That's as good as it gets. Can you please just die, dude? 50 points of armor, you know. How's everyone today? Well, I'm getting better. Just suffer from a little bit of a headache today, but compared to how I felt the days before, pretty good. So we have 5 people trying to attack me here. It's quite a lot. So let's bewitch everybody who's not entangled first and attack somebody, preferably those with a very low amount of HP. And let's see where this will go. Oh yeah, Witchfire. So this guy goes into concealment, so 3 attackers are left. One of them is not entangled. Got it. So let's go Shapeshift, let's go Defend. I think that's a great plan so far. He resisted, sucker. Well, then Course of Action goes into Weakness, so we lower the damage there even further. And let's just see how this will play out there. So 3 points of damage leaked through. This guy lost, oh no, does not lose her action. So I did take some damage, but on the plus side, I have healing spells. I have a passive regeneration due to the fact that my character is a werecat, so that's okay. We're far from being in trouble here. So, pounds, incapacitated. Let's go for Astral Web. More web. So there's a lot of entanglement on the enemies now. I hope for this to be useful for something. Let's put that guy far, far back. As well as that guy. So we got the attackers here, so let's use the locust on them. Okay, that fight is not going too well so far. But yeah, Entangle saves the day again. Entangle just killed 3 actions. Wow. That was very, very lucky. Not gonna lie. But I mean, sometimes there has to be some luck, considering how unlucky I often am when it comes down to very, very simple, low percentile chances of the enemies actually resisting stuff and the like. So. And now I am again at that point where I'm just afraid that there will be reinforces messing up with my game now. It's again the same thing. And I just like that, you know, that just bothers me. This puts an unnecessary stress into this fight, which doesn't really add anything into the experience here, if you ask me. Good. But I managed to kill them off before they were able to pop reinforces. Great. You're so fast against multiple enemies. Well, thanks. Just happened to process things too fast for my own good, I think. Okay, so we got another huge encounter here in front of us. Luckily, these dudes are quite receptive to disables here. It would be a lot more trouble if they weren't. Yeah, Witch is an extremely control-focused build, but there's always a big downside to that. The moment you fail to keep your control on the enemy, you fall apart so damn quickly, sadly. I've had so many really cool runs that just shattered like that because I missed to control my enemy one turn and then everything goes to pieces, you know. It's a little bit sad, but, well, everything has to have weaknesses, I guess. Here, stuff is working out really nicely. We spread a nice layer of damage above everybody. And let's see, stillness for some AP, yes please. And let's spread more pain across everybody who wants to hurt me. Whoopsie. Wow, that spell. Sometimes it just hits like a truck, man. So... let's kill off the guy who wants to conceal himself. I don't like that. So one attacker is getting through. Technically, but practically not. Okay, so... another Witchfire. Which doesn't do much as of yet.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Yay, a new witch. Oh, whoopsie, that was a total waste. So, Please no reinforces. Great. There we go. I win. Oh, patch wounds. Let's patch up the spider. Oh yeah, I Pixel, that's exactly a good that's a very, very good example there. I'm playing a Magistrate 2 on my off-camera run right now. It's amazing. Magistrate is in so far amazing that you can befriend and control practically everybody left and right, which is really, really cool when it works. So these guys are really, really resilient against stuns, aren't they? So this, well, okay. These are the bosses. Let's treat them accordingly. Don't want to go for a time rift until I have not a meaningful amount of action points spent. There we go. Beat him into submission already. So, some defenses. Ah, that's what I've been looking for. Yeah, let the boss work for me instead of against me, you know? Be progressive. Alright, let's keep some action points instead of wasting them all there. Bam! Thank you! Well done, Dame Henrietta. So, too bad that one didn't proc. Oh, I have another chance there. Hooray! So satisfying when it happens, indeed. Personally, I'm a big fan of Bewitch in general in this game. It's such a lovely effect because it makes the enemy's damage numbers work for you instead of against you. That feels extremely satisfying. Alright, we're going to focus down this guy now. Oh yeah, Scourge. So, Night Song. Shapeshift, well, no. Here we go. Oh boy, he just smacked himself good. She just smacked herself good, sorry. Hard to see the gender under all that armor. Why aren't you dying? Good lord, the resistances. Stupid Nephilim. Jeez. Here we go. Have a joust with my spider. Goodbye. So that's the reasoning why I am very careful with the higher difficulty leveled dungeons, you know. Hedge Witch, so ascetic life. Effortless, strain. Choose from up to 2 herbalism cards or discard for a heal. Entangles when attack. Oh yeah. I want to have her. It's more fun to turn enemies' swords and shields against them rather than attacking them with your weapons itself. Yep. True that. Totally agree. Okay. That's been scary. At least the last fight was pretty scary. Animal instincts. Warrior's metal. Jesse. What's Jesse? Target which ally? Gain type vampire. No thanks. So we're going to bring up another Night Song, I'd say. I like that. Night Covenant. Well, filters and concoctions. So why am I not able to go for more there? Because I'm lacking action points. Okay. Noctum Acolyte's Ring. Imbue Astral. Choose Omen or Feel the Pain or Frizzle. Cool. Oh yeah. Good stuff. That's what I'm saving my points for. Got it. So, new learning points. More learning points. Arco Trollo's Memoirs, Part 1. Okay, what's that? Good lord. Definitely Trollolo. But in the bad way. So, Altar of Dominion is a no-no for now. So, we're going to see... Lucina would have a quest here. Which would be doable. Hunters in your doorstep. Spoopy. So, Spirits of the Grove. I think that's going to be the next thing that we're going to go for. Let's see. I cannot go for a caravan or anything. Too bad. Because I don't want to go for those crappy easy quests now either. That doesn't feel right either. So... good. My witch is living off of berries. Oh, Rebels by the River. How about that? Let's go for the old watermill. The mayor of Rivermore has placed a bounty on a group of insurgents. Yeah. Take down the rebels. You got more allies now. Any way to increase the summon limit? Yeah, there are perks. I saw that. Is this game open world, or is the world map giving me the wrong idea? This is open world. You totally decide by yourself where you want to go and where you want to play. And the game doesn't give you any limitations, anything which you have to use. So it's all up to you where you want to go, how you want to go. Alright, what I do notice here already is that this area has some negative effect for me, leyline wise. So let's reduce the strain a bit. Ooh, that doesn't do much right now. Alright, but I'd say that's as good as it will get. So, oh boy, 42 retribution, obviously. Sorry about not being sorry. Okay. Hypnotized. Oh, more bewitch. Yay. Now we're talking. I like that. So, everybody's incapacitated. Then, it's a good opportunity for me to regenerate some action points then. Yeah, it's a sandbox card game. That's an excellent summary of how this game works. Like, it's more like a RPG than the typical deck builder. But that's absolutely something good in this particular example. So we're going to toss away these cards that do something when you toss them away. There we go. So far, the only downside of this game is that it dulls down a little bit in the later stages of the game. Basically, once your character is beyond level 10, you feel quite often like an unstoppable army, and the content gets a little bit stompy until you get all of a sudden stopped in your tracks. Like that. That's one thing that bothers me a bit, but it comes also as a price of that insane variety that you got here in this game. You know. Here we are. Let's see how that'll play out. I get one attack through, which hurts me. Second attack hurts me too. Okay, then. Quite happy about the fact that I got that regeneration on so many abilities there. I mean, for a good example
I shall
is
fight for you with my spells.
Cyrillum, for all of you who are familiar with that game. It has a very similar mechanic. You're cruising, you're destroying, and all of a sudden, boom, one team shows up and totally smacks you. Often you don't even know why, because there's just too much going on at once, and the game is really good at telling you what happens there. And so you sometimes even don't know why you died or how you died in Cyrillum, and that's because the game has also so many parts that are in motion at the same time, and yeah. That is often leading to situations like I described them, that you just blow up all of a sudden, which is a bit frustrating whenever it happens, but consider it a I'd even call it a necessary evil for that genre. Talking about necessary evil, I'm pretty sure we eat reinforcements for this fight, because I'm somehow not convinced that I'm going to smack these guys in time. The area here is against me, if I saw that correctly. So let's see, smack some more vulnerability on that guy. But damage just doesn't come together here.
Oh no!
There we go. Just like I said, I knew it. And here, it's the same deal again. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. These guys are just, out of a random occurrence, extremely resilient against the type of damage that I deal. And that's now the reason why I have to fight another wave? That feels stupid. That doesn't feel like, oh damn, I have taken too long. This feels like, okay, I have to grind in this area roughly 50% more enemies than anywhere else because the ley lines are against me. Great. And I even run for 3 different types of damage in a total, you know. There's not that much more that I could do.
Fight for you with my spells.
And that's true for a lot of characters that I played already. So... don't want to sound too mopey here, but it's just there you see it. I mean, this guy has so many resistances against my damage. It's just because of that he's surviving that long. But it is not as if they are able to do anything against me.
I will aid you in your journey.
It's not like I am losing or anything. Yeah, this game is moddable and all, and I'm pretty positive that most things that I'm moping about now will find a rework or a tweak sooner or later. So, try to recreate Shadowbringer. Well, I failed lately as well, quite hard. So, don't you worry. Kathleen. What the hell? Jeez, perform 7, but look at that, man. 3 different enemies get bewitched by 3 for free costs. Damn. I wish I would have the ability to take that. But, here, we take the Noctum Acolyte, and that gives me 1 summon extra. We were talking about that. And, now... whoop-de-doo, a Noctum Acolyte's ring. That's an extra item that I got now. Hooray! Wonderful. More gear. So, Edicus, Master of Hounds. Alright, dude. Okay, let's go for spider webs first. I don't know anything about that enemy. That bothers me a bit. We can't bewitch him, so... you're a mob boy now. Alright. So, Frizzle is extremely good at night. Strain relieving. Dealing nice amounts of damage. Oh, I have another Bewitch available there, which didn't work on out there as intended. Typical. So, oh yeah, Astral Web. There we go. Everybody's against each other except for the middle dude, but who cares? Boom. I think that new weapon there, or that new ring, will make a huge difference there. So let's clap up the debuffs. Everything which does something when you toss it away should be used. Too bad we can only have one familiar. Yeah,
The
I
aura
hear
of
you,
the
man.
planet is shifting. I will aid you in your journey.
There we go. So the boss fight was yet again easier than the fight before. That's really weirding me out every time. Edicus, Master of Hounds, Double Bleeding, Hooked Bolas. Okay, cool stuff. Relapse. Bleeding and Festering, 5-fold Kiss. Target which ally reactivate? Oh boy, this is useful. But not in my particular scenario that much. We're going to pick up the Hedge Witch, and I'm picking up Edicus because, you know, want to. Is that so? I didn't really notice yet. So Alter Appearance is leading to a lot of other traits too. I wonder if I want to take that now. Yeah, let's do that. So, reach level 7. Fatigue comes slower. Oh boy, that is really a piece of good news for me. So I have 4 level up points, which is amazing. That's pretty good. I can I can pick up new things there. But for me, it is now time to say goodbye for this stream. I thank you all for the good company. We're going to continue on another occasion, and feel free to leave me a comment, a thumbs up, or a subscription on the channel if you haven't done so already. There is also links in the description box that I want to mention. There's Twitter and Discord. If you missed the stream, I announce all my stuff there, so you don't miss it. Or you do the bell thing after the subscription. That gives YouTube the option to notify you. And there's a playlist link down there too, so if you want to check out my other Erannorth adventures, be my guest. And last but not least, check out Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee. These are super nice ways to support me as a full-time content creator. I can take all the help that I can get. So, thanks a lot for your support, thanks a lot for your time. You are awesome, stay like that, and we'll see each other on the next stream.